guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Batman and Nightwing. Crazy covers, Damian coming back, who knows, but we'll talk a little bit more about that. The cover looks like, oh, Damian's coming back, you know, but it would have been bigger news than that. But yeah, very cool cover, but let's see what's going on with the story. But before I talk about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. First update is that I have Comic Uno episode 10, which is a show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. Which is Nova issue 7. These are exclusive comics for episode 10 of Comic Uno. Nova issue 7. Venom issue 39. Trinity of Sin, Pandora issue 3. And Green Lantern New Guardians issue 23. So if you want to go check out those reviews, go check out Comic Uno episode 10. Also, another update is that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is premiering on Tuesdays at 9 o'clock in the end of September. Now that is conflicting with the live show for DarkAvengerINC. So we are going to watch the first episode live on the live show and have our opinion, our reaction to the episode as you guys watch it. So we are going to do that for the first episode. But we don't know if we should do that for the rest of the episode. Should we do that, or should we do a 2-hour comic book show like always? Now, if I can't watch the show during the live show, I probably can't do a review for it either. On Wednesday, I probably could do a review for it, but then that's a whole day after, and I don't know if you guys would want that. But I wouldn't have time to watch it after the live show. So if I don't watch it during the live show, I don't know if I will do a review for it. So tell me in the comments below what you think we should do in that situation. Do you want us to watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. during the show? Do you want a 2-hour comic book show? Tell us in the comments below. Also, I'm very close to 3,000 subs, so I want to know your opinion on what special video I should do for 3,000 subscribers. So definitely tell me in the comments below what I should do for both those situations. But let's talk about Batman and Nightwing issue 23. So this is the Batman and Robin series, so we're going to see a lot of mourning through Bruce, you know, especially since the Batman's in 0 year, which I'm very happy about because we're not seeing mourning Bruce. But in this series, if you love Bruce being mourning and being depressed and being angsty, then you might really like this series, because ever since Damian died, he's been very mourning and angsty, which is understandable, but it's been going on for about like 5 issues now. I think we went through every Bat family member and then some, and Bruce is still mourning. Is that annoying in this issue? Let's find out. Let's talk about the cover. Damian has his foot here, so are we going to see Damian in this issue? Which is probably like, oh, is this misleading or not? We see a lot of Damian in this issue, actually. So if you like Damian and you like Batman and Robin, you might really enjoy this issue. Or at least expect to enjoy this issue. But let's see what happened in the story. Let's see if I like the issue. So in this issue, we get to see Bruce has this hologram simulator thing that he tries to relive Damian's death over and over again and try to see if he could have saved Damian. Then Nightwing's like, alright, let me help you. That's the only way that you might not get over Damian's death, but try to console from his death. So Nightwing helps. He finds out that he could save Damian in a way throughout this whole issue. He tries to find out different scenarios he could have done. And he's still mourning about it, though. He's still upset he couldn't save him. I mean, Nightwing didn't really help anything, which I thought he was going to help a little more. But there was another character that actually did help, because Alfred's like, oh, stop using the simulator. It's no use, you know, go back to being Batman. So Alfred puts on a simulator, and he just keeps reliving the moment of him letting Damian out to go save Bruce. So he ends up crying in the end, and, you know, they both mourn, because it was both kind of like their son. You know, Alfred is kind of like the grandfather for Damian, because Alfred has always been a father figure to Bruce. So we get to see them both break down, and Bruce is like, you know what, now we can see that we're both upset, but I feel like Bruce was kind of getting over with it, and like Nightwing said something to him that allowed him to say, alright, you know, Damian is dead, but let me fight for Damian and not mourn. Let me be Batman because of his death, like I did with my parents. So we get to see that in the end of this issue. I gotta say, the last scene definitely made me choke up in what really made this issue for me, but pretty much the whole other part of the issue just felt like the same thing over and over again with this series. We keep getting mourning Batman and I get it, you know, I do get that he needs to mourn about Damian, but it's every issue he's been mourning. It's the same thing over and over again with different team-ups, and I'm hoping this series doesn't end up like that. It's just about mourning and everything, but I feel like I'm hoping this is the last issue. He's like, alright, Damian's dead, but let me, like, get up and try to live my life now. Even if that helps him with Damian's death maybe helps him, propel him to do other things and to be a better Batman or whatever. So I'm hoping that this issue allowed him to do that. But I love the last scene. I thought that it really did make the issue, and I'm like, alright, I could give this a little higher of a grade, but I mean, if you really love that issue where Damian died, and if you really love Damian, I think you're going to enjoy this issue, because you relive that moment over and over again in this issue. It gets a little tiring. Again, you're seeing the same thing over and over again with these issues, like for what, 5 months now? Damian died a pretty while ago. He died, I would say 5 months ago, so we've got about like 5 issues of Batman doing the same thing over and over again. But I'm hoping it's kind of the end of his mourning and having a new beginning for this series. So I give it a 3.5 because the last scene really made it for me. I thought it was a great connection between Alfred and Bruce. The art is a little sketchy. It's not the best. It's okay, but that's really what the series has always been. Like, it's always been okay art, but nothing like too special. I guess you could look over the art. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, again, nothing special for Batman. But again, I do give this a 3.5. I think you guys should pick it up for that last scene. I really enjoyed that. But if you're kind of done with the whole, you know, mourning thing and you feel like it's been done too much, you could probably skip this issue and wait for the next issue. See what happens with this next issue. I think the next one's with Carrie Kelly. So hopefully we're getting into a new story arc with that character and with other team-ups. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, I still think you guys should pick it up. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rant Situations, and don't forget to like me on Facebook. I give this a 3.5, 3.5, and I say pick it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.